Hello, everybody, and welcome to the final podcast of Factoid Week. It's a sad and awesome day, all in one.
Agreed.
It's also almost Jordan's last week here at Peer Driven as an intern.
It's been fun. I really enjoyed it.
I'm glad. It's been awesome having you, and I'm sure we'll have you on the podcast in the future.
Oh, for sure. No doubt.
You'll be the podcast technician or something as your job title instead of intern.
I like it.
I like it. And blogger.
Blogger.
You can just be content guy.
I'll be
the content guy.
Content guy.
I like it. So here we go. We're going to go with 5 more factoids. I'm Steve Rockwood. That's Jordan Seidel over there, as usual. The Factoid crew over here. It is Factoid Week. This was started by myself and Christopher Swanson, the CEO of Peer Driven. A little over a year ago, we started doing factoids every day, and here we are. We're still going strong. We have myself, some interns, myself, and some more interns who have been making the factoids all this time, and we're going to continue until we get to 1 million.
That's a lot of factoids.
I don't know what year that would be that would come out, but maybe we'll do the math and put it on the blog post or something.
Yeah.
We'll put it out there for you. Stay tuned to our social media. We'll put the math out there. I'll make a note. I'm just going to write math on my sheet so I remember. Because you never want to do math on the air.
Never want to.
It's always a trap. You'll always get it wrong. And you'll sound stupid. All right. Digital marketing factoid number 328. 78% of marketers believe that custom content is where the industry is headed. This means that customer experiences will ideally be as one-to-one as possible. What does that mean, Jordan?
So we're moving in a way where everything's being curated for individual people. Whether you're on Spotify, you get curated playlists. Netflix, you're getting your shows curated for you. They're being chosen through a specific algorithm and by stuff you enjoy. So what I'm seeing is when you're on the web, you're going to be getting all these retargeting ads, and the ad experience is going to be very, personalized to you. If you enjoy, I don't know, watching TV, you're going to be getting ads, for TV or TV subscription packages. If you enjoy painting, you're going to be getting, ads from, specific, paint vendors or, stuff like that. But everything's going to be very specific to you in the future. Everything's going to be one-to-one and curated for you.
Yep, makes sense. There's even a lot of websites now, especially e-commerce websites, will actually tailor the homepage to you. So not even if you're logged in, it will just know from cookies and things of what you've clicked on. So there's music websites that I go to. I play guitar, drums, and then obviously I buy a lot of podcast equipment. So I have those 3 things. So when I go to certain music websites, I'll have guitars, drums, and recording gear, like microphones, on the front page and nothing else, even though they might be their number one thing might be pianos. But I don't look at pianos, so I don't get those on the front page. It's like they know me, and they have those web pages for different people. It's not just one static homepage. So that's pretty cool. And then I also saw a couple months ago there's an email platform that it'll take images like memes, and you can put your contact list in it, and it will actually customize each meme in the email to the person you sent it to. So it'll actually put their name, like Steve, in the meme. Like it'll be something silly, and it'll actually put their name on each one, so it's a custom image for every single email that goes out, and it's all automatic.
Memes.
It's pretty crazy. Yeah. Those darn memes taking over the world.
I don't remember a world before them.
I don't either. Good times. That's what my wife spends the majority of her time doing, is looking at memes and showing me the great memes.
It's so funny.
Or cat videos. Those will never die.
Those won't, no.
Those will never die.
Eternal.
The number one the thing
GOAT.
on the internet. It's hilarious. Alright, our next factoid here, number 2 of 5. Digital marketing factoid number 297. In 2017, TV ad spending will total $72 billion, or 35.8% of total media investments in the U.S. Meanwhile, total digital ad spending will equal $77.37 billion, or 38.4% of total ad spending. That's a lot of money.
That is a lot of money. So, Steve, we work in digital marketing.
We do.
Do you think that digital marketing will be taking up more of the marketing space rather than traditional TV and radio in the near future?
I think it will, and it's because of self-serve platforms.
Mm-hmm.
You and I could easily go and make a company right now, and we could make advertisements for that company on Snapchat, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, Google, easily. We could do that in one day, probably.
Yep.
They might not be great advertisements because we made them in one day, but we could theoretically make a business and advertise it that same day.
Yes.
Whereas with traditional radio and television, you have to go through a lot of different vendors. You have to go through resale people, companies. You have to get everything approved multiple times. It's a very long process
Mm-hmm.
to start.
Yeah.
Now, digital takes a lot more research after the fact,
Yeah.
so you have to keep managing everything. There's active management that's involved. You need to keep tweaking everything to make sure it's right.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas traditional, you put an ad out there, you choose your station, and it's going to run however many times they say it's going to run for this amount of money. It might be the same ad for a year.
Yeah.
You're not changing anything after the fact. So it's a longer setup, but it's kind of coasting after that.
Yep.
So I think digital's going to take over just because it is self-serve and anyone can do it. So
Yep.
the mom and pop shops can advertise. They can boost their post on Facebook for $5.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't have to be this huge investment to get on television or to get on the radio.
It's very streamlined.
Yep. There's no contracts or anything. You're just putting in, $5 boost, $5,000 boost, $1
Yeah.
million boost, whatever it is,
Agreed.
So
Agreed.
I think that's the way we're heading, and I think that benefits a lot of people, especially small businesses who wouldn't be able to get on those TV stations before.
Yeah,
They
totally.
can get in front of people.
Mm-hmm.
They can get in front of the people who are watching television still, but are on their phone instead of actually watching the ads on the TV.
Exactly.
So I think they actually, it's a level playing field in that sense.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of nice. Digital marketing factoid number 289. Companies that blog more than 15 times per month get 5 times the traffic. Now we kind of had some experience with that recently here because Jordan came in. We had a lot of blog posts that we had in the backlog from when we created when we created the new Pure Driven website. We had a lot of blog posts from our old blog writer that were just waiting to be posted.
Mm-hmm.
So Jordan and I went through the blog posts and we basically adapted them to the now time because some of them were pretty old.
Yeah.
So we adapted them to where they are now and did some editing on them. But we posted a lot of them.
It was a lot of blogs. Could not believe it.
Yeah. I want to say we posted like 120 total or somewhere
Mm-hmm.
around between 90 and 120 in 2 months.
It was a grind.
Yep. And our traffic spiked a lot. If you look at the analytics compared to what it was, we were up almost 800% almost every single day from where we were before.
Yep.
So I could definitely see how this is true, especially as you build traction, because if you have people actually subscribe to your blogs,
Yeah.
and those people will come back and you'll have new people come back. So do you got anything else on that one, Jordan?
No, just a lot of blogs.
Just a lot of blogs.
Just a lot of blogs.
And make sure they're relevant too. It's kind
Yes.
of hard. We probably discarded like 30 or so that weren't necessarily relevant either anymore or just too peer driven in general.
Yes.
So make sure that they're relevant to your niche and your business and
Mm-hmm.
it makes sense to be on your website. Digital marketing factoid number 272. 3/4 of companies agree that email offers excellent to good ROI. And that is from eConsultancy 2016. What do we got?
Steve, this was from 2 years ago. Do you still think that email has a good return on investment?
I think so. I definitely buy stuff because of emails still. I'll get emails for things that either I've looked at in the past or forgot about, or they came out with a new version of it and they'll send me an update and I'm like, yeah, it's pretty sweet. So I definitely still look at emails. The ROI, I think it really depends. Says email isn't necessarily a money thing.
Yes.
It's almost like how much you're paying the person to do it. How you're obtaining your email lists. If you go into a company with 1 million contacts in their list and all you do is send emails, then you're probably already have a really strong ROI. But if you just start a company and you have no one in your email list, the ROIs are going to be slower because you actually have to build your email list. You have to do a lot of things to get to the point where email marketing is going to be sufficient and make sense.
Yeah, you have to cultivate the audience.
Yep, exactly. So I think the ROI, it's more of a time thing as you get going down the path of email marketing, but at the beginning it's a time thing, it's a money thing, it's everything. It's hard to actually get all those people into that email list for free, basically.
Yes.
So there is, I think it really depends where you are in the marketing world, in the business world. So I can't, if I met someone, I couldn't say, you should start doing email marketing, your ROI will be great, because there's so much more that goes into it.
Yep.
You got anything else on that one, or does that kind of make
I think you laid it out pretty good. Excellent to go good, I would say.
Yep, yeah, nice. Thank you. They call me Steve System C. I don't know. Terrible pun. Digital marketing factoid number 246. This is the last factoid of the week of the ever. Jason Sunday's spying on us here, one of our sales reps. Does he want to join us? Come in. Special guest. You get to read the last factoid. You get to read the last one. It's that one.
Digital marketing factoid 246. Mobile commerce makes up 30% of all U.S. commerce. Per Internet Retailer 2015.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Jason.
That's our
Very
first
well done.
special guest on the podcast.
Thank you.
Thank you. Oh, and he gave us some M&Ms.
What a guy.
What a guy, with his picture on them.
Oh, I did. I ate mine before I saw it.
That is amazing.
Did you eat yours?
I did not.
Show it to me later.
I will take a picture of this for our podcast listeners and put it on the podcast for you.
Could be the thumbnail.
It could be the thumbnail. The M&M thumbnail. I like it. All right. That was our special guest. So that was Digital Marketing Factoid number 246. In case you couldn't hear him clearly, mobile commerce makes up 30% of all U.S. e-commerce from Internet Retailer 2015. I bet that number is much higher now.
I bet it is too, because Amazon, eBay, Etsy, all these vendors, that they're like a third party. They take other people what they're selling and they sell it on theirs. I think they're really going into the mobile game with all their apps. Like eBay has a very streamlined app. Amazon's app is solid. They're all making it easy to buy on the go. You can search these things while you're actually in store looking at the physical product, but you can order it on Amazon.
Yep.
So I assume this number will just skyrocket in the future here, because less people are ordering online from their desktop and their laptops. It's more on the go. You think of it, I'll pull out my phone and order it. So it's a little bit easier to do it on the go now. So I think it will go up in the future.
Yep, definitely. And we're getting so lazy, we have dash buttons now. We can just hit.
Just click it. Get that tied to go.
Yep. So I wonder what smart devices will look like in a couple of years as far as ordering goes.
Yeah.
Like especially Alexa, where people it's meant for shopping.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder what that number will look like in a couple of years, where people get used to using it and ordering stuff.
Or like smart refrigerators.
Yeah.
They'll know when you take out the eggs, you don't have any eggs, and they'll just order it.
Yep, that'd be sweet. There's a oven I saw that it connects to your refrigerator, like via Wi-Fi or something.
Oh yeah.
And it knows what's in it, and it will give you recipes based on what's in your refrigerator currently and what's set to expire soon, so that you use all your food before it expires.
That's awesome.
That is awesome.
That is next level.
That is pretty cool. I don't know what brand it is. I just saw it somewhere, maybe a year ago at one of those big technology shows or something, but it was pretty sweet. The only thing with technology like that is I feel like it goes out so fast that in 2 years it's either not going to be supported anymore and not work, or there's going to be a new one that actually does what it's supposed to do, not broken.
You got to get in the Gen 2.
Yep. Got to be a not too early of an adopter.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that pretty much sums it up. I know I use my phone for shopping.
Oh yeah.
I use my laptop, my tablet, my desktop every once in a while, but usually what I'll do, funny enough, is I'll probably use the desktop or laptop to do the research.
Yeah.
And then I'll sleep on it, and then I'll order it from my phone.
Yeah.
So at some point during the next day, I'm like, yep, I'm ready for that. I'll order it. So
yeah.
I think that it's just another thing that keeps saying, hey, you should buy this. Hey, you should buy this.
They get you.
Yep. And then sometimes I'll get mad because I'll get an ad for something that I already added to my cart, and it will be telling me to buy it, and I'll be like, oh, now I'm kind of mad because now it's just really telling me to buy it. Macy, our other intern, just walked by and waved to us, so she can also be a special guest today. We'll consider it. So imagine Macy waving to all of you.
Two special guests.
Two special guests on the final Factoid podcast.
It is a big day.
It's a big day. It is a big day. Well, that is all we have. Maybe we'll have another special event at some point in the future here, whether it's factoids or something else. If you enjoyed this, please let us know. You can always send me an email at steve.rockwood@peerdriven.com or give us some suggestions for some other podcasts. All right, well, Jordan, thanks for joining us.
Follow the Twitter for more factoids too. Don't
That is
forget
true.
that.
I
If you
could
want
not
more
forget that.
saucy factoids.
Yeah, Factoid every weekday. Twitter.com/peerdriven. Locally sourced by either Jordan or I or some other intern in the
Yeah.
future potentially. And they're always there. They're always good. If you have a factoid that you really want to see on there, feel free to send it in.
Tweet it to us.
Yeah, we'd be happy.
We'll retweet you.
Yeah, we'll be happy to put some more factoids out there from the audience. So thank you, everybody. Hope you had a great factoid week and have a great weekend.
Thank you.
Goodbye.